My name is Fatimah Gilliam. I wrote an innovative book on racism called Race Rules, What Your Black Friend Won't Tell You. Later in this video, I'll read a passage. We're living through a pivotal time, and more people need guidance on how to navigate living in a diversifying nation. My book, Race Rules, it fills a market void with current books on racism and addresses repetitive blunders and mistakes people make that expose people of color to continual racial trauma. Race Rules seeks to expand people's understanding of racism using facts, history, and the unvarnished truth. Race Rules presents information in an easily digestible, eye-catchy format, a reference tool where people can choose their own race knowledge adventure, whether it's on cultural appropriation, white liberals, microaggressions, or best practices for discussing race, meeting readers where they are with helpful information in real time. Given what I've seen and experienced as a Black woman, and given what I hear as a diversity consultant, since my light skin often provides a false sense of racial license and comfort, I've written Race Rules to help people and to minimize the racist behaviors white people knowingly and unknowingly engage in on a daily basis. While it's predominantly written for a white audience, it's useful for everyone, focusing beyond the Black experience to incorporate the broader diaspora of Americans of color. Also, it can be used to educate people of color so they can bring words to their feelings and experiences, so they know their own history, since knowledge is power. I believe we're on the verge of incivility, with an attack on American democracy rooted in white supremacy. We're losing our moral compass and ability to understand each other. People need a roadmap. People need guidance beyond theoretical and academic explanations. They need complex issues boiled down to salient points, coupled with guidance on what to actually do. I grew up in Berkeley, California with a socially conscious family. I'm a Black woman whose family's been here for nearly 400 years. My family's legacy, from slavery and discrimination to political activism and shaping jurisprudence, along with my personal journey, affect how I see the world. I'm a graduate of Wellesley College, Harvard's Kennedy School of Government, and Columbia Law School. I started my career as a corporate attorney on Wall Street, and after Citigroup and the United Nations World Food Program, I started my own business, the Azara Group, a consulting firm that promotes the development of business leaders in an increasingly competitive and diverse marketplace. Now that you know more about me and what I hope to accomplish with Race Rules, let me share an example. This is from my chapter where the rule is, it's not personal when people of color don't want to discuss race. Here goes. What it's like talking to you about race. Let's put this in perspective. Recalling life living in a pandemic, that haunting feeling you felt that never went away, that the virus was lurking at every corner. You couldn't escape it because there were reminders everywhere, on the news, online, in social media, and when you saw your neighbors or people on the street. That omnipresence as you walked around, always on high alert, looking at others, seeing if they wore masks, looked ill, or coughed. You noticed them, and you observed how they reacted to you. You were in constant fear of your death. Loved ones may die or did die, and you felt perpetual anxiety. Your mental health was impacted along with your physical health from the stress. You had trouble sleeping. You weren't even safe in your own home because the virus could come to your door. You didn't know if you could trust the government or if officials had your best interests at heart, unsure if they would do something to kill you. You felt powerless, like there was nothing you could do to change things, to make your life better since you weren't in control. You had to resign yourself to your circumstance, but you didn't want to accept your reality. You wanted to resist and somehow make things better. When you tried, you didn't succeed. That's what it's like living under racism every day, 24/7, 365. There's no escape. It's constant, never a break or reprieve. It's isolating and marginalizing. It attacks your life, bank account, livelihood, housing, healthcare, schools, and dinner table, and separates your family. You want the government to do something about it, but politicians want you to laissez-faire your way to non-solutions, absolving themselves of responsibility, willfully blind to its impact. You know, you suck it up. You deal with big-picture systemic issues. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Heal yourself. Pave your destiny. Avoid your own death or murder. Welcome to living like a Black or brown person in America. But with racism, there's no vaccine coming, no magic pill to inoculate society. This is what it's been like since the 1500s. It isn't getting better. There are new strains, new waves, and invisible resurgences, mutating, reinventing itself, seemingly dormant, always there stalking, but ready to strike and viciously kill. This is the reality. It's bleak. So when you want to discuss racism, sometimes people of color only want to discuss it with those who understand what they've gone through, not white folks who will trivialize things, which is akin to speaking to an anti-masker who berates innocent and defenseless store clerks. That's you questioning racism and their experiences. You're the anti-masker, anti-vaxxer in the conversation. When you come with covert microaggressions, overt aggression, a lack of knowledge, and a rejection of facts. Now can you understand why no one wants to talk to you? They're already too busy trying to literally survive. Thank you for your time. Please check out Race Rules, What Your Black Friend Won't Tell You.